And by the way, happy Men's History Month. Did you know that August is Men's History Month?
I did not.
Yeah, this is our 5th year of celebrating Men's History Month.
Okay.
And then July is White History Month.
White History Month?
Right.
Isn't every month White History Month?
I hear that all the time, but I don't know what that means.
I mean, it is. That's the way they built it.
How is it every
What
month?
is White History Month?
When we take a pause to recognize the men who founded and created the greatest country on this side of heaven. And because right now they're trying to erase that history and put on a fake history. And so I don't want the younger generation to forget real history. Otherwise, they're not going to appreciate America.
All right. Yeah, I did not know that was a thing.
Yeah, they're tearing down statues. Are you aware of that?
I am.
And monuments and flags and putting up crap, like a George Floyd, an unemployed drug addict with a criminal record. Were you aware of that?
No.
You didn't know about the George Floyd thing?
I know about George Floyd, but
I didn't know
I didn't know they put a statue of George Floyd.
What do you think about that?
I mean, I didn't even know that. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that.
So happy Men's History Month, happy White History Month.
Thank you.
You married?
I'm not married. I'm a single dad.
You know, how many kids you have?
I have 2 kids. My daughter's 7, and her brother's my stepson. He just turned 19.
And are they white?
My daughter is, and my stepson is mixed.
Oh, we need white babies.
We need white babies? We got one. We got one.
So I want to ask you that, what do you think about the attack upon men today in America? Men are the most hated species on this side of heaven, and they're doing everything to erase them. What do you think about that?
I mean, who's trying to erase men?
The people who hate men, liberals, and some Republican women and others. You haven't recognized the attack on, especially on white men, white Christian men. You haven't recognized that? Do you believe that racism exists?
Of course.
Do you have any proof of that?
Yeah.
Well, give me an example of proof.
Proof that racism exists?
Right.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You can't even be serious.
Why not?
Slavery? How about we take decades, the 50s, the 60s? I'm talking to... Do you believe racism exists?
No.
You don't?
Uh-uh.
You don't believe racism exists?
I know racism doesn't exist.
How so?
But first, I answer that, but I want to hear your opinion.
You know what?
First.
You did ask me, and I'll answer that.
Yeah. Give me proof that racism has ever existed.
I've dated black women, plenty of them, and I've been hated because of it. I've been threatened because of it. I believe racism is also intent to harm, not just ignorance. I believe it's intent to harm. And when someone wants to harm me because I'm dating a woman of color, I would call that racism, and I've experienced it firsthand many times.
So other black people resented you for dating black women?
Not only black people, white people also resented me for dating that black woman.
And
it wasn't just one-sided.
And so whites and blacks there are some whites and some blacks that resented you. Did you know that once you go black, you can't go back?
Yes, you can. Did you know you can? You can go Mexican, Puerto Rican, Asian, you can go wherever you want.
Amazing. And so,
but wait, now hold on, I answered your question.
Racism.
Tell me about how racism doesn't exist.
Okay, let me respond to what you said, then I will. That wasn't racism, it's just people were angry and hating you because you were dating a black woman or a black woman.
Okay.
But that was because you had it from both sides.
But they weren't just angry and hating me, I'm telling you, they threatened me.
Right, that's still hatred.
So I'm saying that's intent to harm,
right,
and that's where I think the racism comes in.
No, that comes from hate. That's come from anger.
Okay, so let's hear your explanation.
And I grew up on a plantation in Alabama.
You're blowing my fucking mind. Am I allowed to cuss on this?
Yeah.
You're blowing my fucking mind right now.
And I grew up during the Jim Crow era, too. I remember when they were for colors.
The water fountains and
color signs
and the restaurants and everything.
Right.
You remember this? You lived it. You're not just hearing it. You lived it. How old are you?
73.
Okay, so why do you believe it doesn't exist then? I'm super interested in hearing this.
One other thing, I went to a movie theater when I was a teenager in Alabama once, and the blacks had to sit in the balcony, and the white folks sat downstairs because we weren't allowed to sit together.
Oh, yeah.
But it was fun up there because we had a better view.
That's only something you can say. I can't say that shit.
Why can't you say that?
Well, I always thought, when they told Rosa Parks to go to the back of the bus is the best spot to be in the back of. That's the best spot of the bus. I get her whole stance like, nah, you're not telling me what to do.
Right.
But the back of the bus is where it's at.
Because when you get on the bus now, the first thing you go into the back so you can relax and see who's coming on and
People
kind of
watch.
Right.
Yeah.
That whole Rosa Parks thing was a fluke. It was.
You're tripping me out. Dude, hold on. Go back. You just told me you grew up in the Jim Crow era, you grew up on a plantation, and you're still, wait, how does racism not exist? Please, because I want to hear this. I'm genuinely interested in this side of your opinion here.
During those days, black people and white people understood that our battle was a spiritual battle, that it was a warfare between good and evil. There's evil in some people, there's good in others. And evil hate good. And it had nothing to do with color, it had nothing to do with male or female, it was just right or wrong. And so we knew that the Jim Crow era was about the Democrats not wanting blacks to be a part of the Democratic Party. And that's why the Republican Party was started by blacks and white, because they started their own party, they couldn't be a part of the Democratic Party. Even with the KKK, they were not fighting the blacks because of their color. They were fighting them because when they started the Republican Party, they became congressmen, they became leaders in the government, and they were gathering a lot of power. And so the KKK and others were fighting them for political reason, not color reason. It was only later in life that they ventured off and said it's about color. It never was. And so the blacks and the whites knew it was about spiritual, that you either have anger or you have love in your heart. And so the blacks and the whites got along that knew that. It was only when Martin Luther King and all those guys came along and they created a false idea of racism. They created the civil rights movement in order to divide and conquer for power and wealth for themselves. Even Rosa Parks thing was a fluke because they had another woman to do that thing that Rosa Parks was supposed to have done on the bus. And the NAACP has found another black woman to do that, but before she can do it, they found out she was pregnant out of wedlock. And in those days, it was an embarrassment to be pregnant out of wedlock. And they were like, no, we can't use this woman pregnant. And so they got rid of her and they found Rosa, and it was a setup.
But
isn't that amazing?
I think it's just the core of that being. You either got it or you don't.
So knowing that, why do you accept the blacks blaming the white people for their failure?
Well, I don't accept it. I believe that a lot of it is true. But I also don't accept the white people bitching about the black people all the time. Or the Mexican people taking their jobs and all that.
Nobody like the blacks anymore. They've been whining for 60 years now.
Who said nobody likes the blacks anymore? What are you talking about? Who did not tell me what the hell this show was? I thought this was a comedy podcast.
Aren't you having fun?
I'm having a great time, I guess.
Right.
So even in the black
about
community,
race.
It has been about race.
No.
But there's smarter people within the race to figure out we can rise up and fuck everybody else. They're not all about everybody.
So why the blacks are so dumb they can't figure it out?
I don't think that's Jesus Christ. Excuse me, I don't think that's true.
But why are they complaining? I mean...
We had a black president.
Oh, no, what a mess, huh?
How are you going to say what a mess after the guy we just had for 4 years that felt like 14 years?
Joe Biden?
No, hell, he's an asshole too. I'm talking about Trump.
Great White Hope?
No. The Great White Nope. Okay.
This country was This country was being remade again in America like I've never seen before. When the Great White Hope was running it, when Obama was in charge, and I know you noticed it, it was a mess. And the blacks don't like Obama now because they thought he was going to save them, but instead there was more unemployment in the blacks.
Wait, hold on. Surprise! A politician, regardless of color.
Cannot save you.
Fucked over people.
Yeah.
Power. Again, that goes to power, not skin color.
So you agree then that the fallen Messiah wasn't good for the country?
Who?
the fallen Messiah.
Who's that?
The fallen Messiah and Big Mama Michelle.
You talking about Obama and his wife?
Yeah. I want to go back to something you said about the school system.
Okay.
In that the Asians and the blacks going to the same school, right? And or on the job, you guarantee me that the Asians probably making more than the black.
That's my guess.
Do you know why that is, if it's true?
Yeah.
Why?
Because of suppression and power and racism.
No.
Why?
Because the blacks are lazy and they're just sitting back murmuring.
Is there somebody about to come out here and be like, we got you or anything like that? No. Okay. All right.
The blacks are late. They don't show up on time.
Do you have armor on these windows or any kind of like support security or anything? You said they don't show up on time. You were here on time. You were here early.
Because I'm not into the blackness.
What are you into?
Being right and doing right.
Okay, but how is that for you? Why can you not just be right and do right without worrying about all this other way people behave and do all that? Why not?
Because I want to remind all people, but especially black people, they need to return to normal. They're like abnormal. The way they act, the way they kill, the way they hate their fellow man, the way they blame and stuff.
All right, this is interesting.
They're never going to get better.
They need to return to normal, you said.
Right.
So what was normal?
Family.
But when? Give me a time.
During my time of growing up,
Talking about
during the Jim Crow era.
50s, 60s,
40s, 50s, 30s. You're not, Do you love white people?
I love all people.
How about white people?
Yeah, white people too.
You love white people?
They're part of our people. Yeah, my daughter's white. You said we need to have more white babies. Don't you want me to love that white baby?
I want you to make a truckload of them.
Hey, man, I'm 49. I'm done making my babies.
No, get busy. That's for
Man,
that.
Abraham can't take it.
Abraham was 100.
I don't give a shit. Abraham was not 100 years
And
old.
Sarah was 99.
No.
So listen, I got to put you on the hot seat.
Have I not been on the hot seat this whole fucking episode?
And I need you to answer these questions as quickly as possible.
All right, I'll try.
Is America the best country on this side of heaven?
It is.
True or false, abortion is worse than slavery?
Jesus. Hold on. Let me think about this. Is abortion worse than slavery? Oh, God. I'm going to pass. I'm passing on that.
Can men get pregnant?
No.
Who would you rather see as president? Hillary Clinton, Kamala Harris, or Hunter Biden?
Oh. Man, you just picked trash. God.